In the previous video, we learned how to solve a nonlinear partial differential equation of type 1 and type 2. Now, in this video, we are going to learn how to solve nonlinear partial differential equation of type 3. So, how to recognize whether it is type 1, type 2 or type 3. So, in type 3 equations, it contains on left hand side, it is a function of p, q and x, or f of x, p, q. That means the equation contains x, p and q. X, p and q. So the procedure for solving this type of equations is, first we have to assume the solution u is equal to a x plus ay. From this I will find dou u by dou x, it is equal to 1, and dou u by dou y, it is equal to a. That means if you differentiate partially u, we get dou u by dou x is equal to 1 and dou u by dou y is equal to a. From this I will write, already we know that p is equal to dou z by dou x. So dou z by dou x can be written as dou z by dou u into dou u by dou x. This is chain rule. From this I will substitute dou u by dou x is equal to 1 here. Then p becomes dou z by dou u. And similarly q also can be written as dou z by dou u is equal to dou z by dou u and dou u by dou y, which is equal to dou z by dou u. Then q is equal to dou z by dou u. So substituting these values in the given problem or given the equation, then this becomes f of z into dou z dou z by dou u, a into dou z by dou u is equal to 0, which is an ordinary differential equation of the first order. That means dy by dx plus py is equal to q of form, first order. It becomes ordinary differential equation of first order. After solving that, we get the solution. So coming to the first equation, coming to the first problem, p into 1 plus q is equal to qz. So we are assuming u is equal to x plus ay. Therefore, dou u by dou x becomes 1, dou u by dou y is equal to a, and p is equal to dou z by dou u, and q is equal to dou z by dou u. So after substituting this p and q in the given equation, so if you substitute, then equation 1 becomes dou z by dou u into 1 plus a into dou z by dou u is equal to z into a into dou z by dou u. So after cancelling dou z by dou u, the remaining part is 1 plus a into dz by dou u du is equal to za, because I am writing dou z by dou u as dz by du, because the dependent variable is only 1 and the independent variable is u. That's all. That's why I am writing into ordinary differential equation. Remember this point. The independent variables, the two independent variables are changed into only one independent variable. So that's why I am writing this into ordinary differential equation. So a into dz by dou u is equal to za minus 1. Therefore, from this I will write dz by du is equal to za minus 1. So after and further simplification gives du by dz is equal to a into a by az minus 1. Therefore, du is equal to a by az minus 1 dz. So this becomes integral du is equal to integral a by az minus 1 dz. Therefore, integral du is u, and integral a by az minus 1 dz means this is a constant. This is of the form f dash x by f of x. That means if you assume f of z as az minus 1, f of z as az minus 1, then f dash of z becomes a. That's why This is of the form integral f dash of z by f of z dz. That's why the formula we apply the formula integral f dash of x by f of x dx is log f of x. So log az minus 1 plus log c. So here log m plus log n, this becomes log m plus n. Therefore u is equal to log az minus 1 into c. Therefore, after substituting u in place of u x plus ay, this is the solution. This is the method of solving type 3 equation. And coming to second example, p into 1 plus q square is equal to q into z minus a. So here also same. We are assuming u is equal to x plus ay, and this becomes dou u by dou x is equal to 1, dou u by dou y is equal to a. So p becomes dou z by dou u, q becomes a into dou z by dou u. So after substituting these values in the equation, after simplification, the equation changes into the form 1 plus a square into dz by du whole square is equal to a into z minus a. So here we have to remember, in place of partial derivative, we are writing ordinary differential equation, that means dz by du whole square. So after simplifying this, that means variables are separated. dz by du whole square is equal to az minus a square minus 1 by a square. Therefore, again, further simplification, dz by du is equal to square root of az minus a square minus 1 by a, and du by dz is equal to a by square root of az minus a square minus 1. So after separating variables, that means du is du on one side and remaining variables are another side. This became integral du is equal to integral a by square root of az minus a square minus 1. Here on right hand side, I am applying the formula integral f dash of x by root f of x dx. Integral f dash of x by root f of x dx. That is equal to 2 into square root of f of x. So that's why here integral du means u is equal to 2 into root of az minus a square minus 1 plus c. Coming to third example, here also same. We are assuming u is equal to x plus ay, p is equal to dz by du, and q is equal to a into dz by du. So here itself I am writing partial derivatives as ordinary differential equations. So after substituting, we will get this type of equation. So integral du by dz is equal to z by square root of z square plus z square minus a square, and du is equal to z by square root of z square minus a square dz. After integrating this, here also on right hand side we have f dash of z by f of z. Therefore, integral u is equal to 1 by 2 into log z square minus a square plus log c. So these are all about type 3 equations. Now coming to type 4 equation of the type 4. The type 4 equation is, how to recognize type 4 equation is, the f of x comma p is equal to f2 of y comma q. f1 of x comma p is equal to f2 of y comma q. That means the terms containing x and p must be on left side, and the terms containing y and q must be on right side. This is type 4 equation. First we have to transform the terms containing x and p on left side and the terms containing y and q on right hand side. This is the standard form of type 4 equation. So the procedure for solving this type of equations is, so in this type of equations, z is absent. That is, the thing we have to remember, most important thing. That means z is absent, and the terms containing x and p written on one side, and the terms containing y and q on can be written on another side, other side. That is the most important thing we have to remember. The procedure is, first we have to write f of x comma p is equal to f2 of y comma q is equal to a. That means we have to equate to a constant. We have to equate f1 of x comma p and f2 of y comma q to a constant, that is called some a. Constant I am considering here some a, or sometimes it may be some k, whatever it may be, it is a constant. You have to remember it is a constant. Again, after equating to a constant, f1 of x comma p is equal to a and f2 of x y comma q is equal to a. So after writing this, we have to solve this equation for p. That means we have to write p is equal to, that is the important thing, and solve it for q. So, and again we have a formula, dz is equal to dou z by dou x into dx plus dou z by dou y into dy. Then in place of dou z by dou x, we write p, and in place of dou z by dou y, q. Therefore this becomes dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. So in place of p, again p is considering f1 of x and q as f2 of y. Therefore after integrating this, z is equal to integral f1 of x dx plus f2 of y dy. This is the procedure for solving type 4 equations. Now consider an example. Consider a typical example. First one, solve p square plus q square is equal to x plus y. See, in this example, here only p, q, x, y is there, z is absent. That means there is no z. That is the thing you have to remember. There is no z. So this comes under type 4 equations. So p square plus q square is equal to x plus y. So first we will transform p and x terms on one side. That means I am p square minus q, and if q square comes on right hand side, this becomes minus q square. Therefore p square minus x is equal to y minus q square is equal to a. That means some constant a. So, and again p square minus x is equal to a. So we have to solve this equation for p. That's why I am writing p square is equal to a plus x, and p is equal to square root of a plus x, and y minus q square is equal to a minus q square is equal to a minus y. Then solve this equation for q. Therefore q square is equal to y minus a, then q is equal to square root of y minus a. So after substituting these two values, p is equal to square root of a plus x and q is equal to square root of y minus a in dz, in this equation. See, in this equation, therefore dz is equal to square root of a plus x dx plus square root of y minus a dy. So here variables are separated. That means the terms related to x are one side. Here only x terms are there. Here only y and constants are there. Therefore it is easy to integrate. Therefore integral dz is equal to integral, see this, observe this term, this step, integral dz is equal to integral x plus a whole power of 1 by 2 dx plus integral y minus a whole power of 1 by 2 dy. Here I am applying x power of n integral x power of n dx, x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. This becomes z is equal to x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1, and y minus a whole power of 1 by 2 becomes y minus a whole power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. After simplifying this, we get the solution z is equal to 2 by 3 x plus a whole power of 3 by 2 plus 2 by 3 y minus a whole power of 3 by 2 plus c. This is the solution. Coming to second example, p square minus q square, sorry, p minus x square is equal to q plus x square. Here they have given directly. That means p and x are one side and q and y are another side. You directly write p minus x square is equal to q plus y square is equal to a. That means p minus x square is equal to a. Solve this equation for p. Therefore, p is equal to a plus x square and q plus y square is equal to a. Solve this equation for q and therefore q is equal to a minus y square. Substituting these equations in dz, that means dz is equal to a plus x square dx plus a minus y square dy. If you integrate this, here also variables are separated and x are one side and here also variables are separated. Therefore, it is easy to integrate. Therefore, integral dz is equal to integral x square plus a dx and a minus y square dy. Again, if we further simplify, this becomes integral dx plus integral a dx plus integral a dy minus y square dy. Here I am applying x power of n formula. Here integral a dx becomes ax and integral a dy becomes ay and y square by dy means y cube by 3 plus c. So again further simplification, we get z is equal to x cube by 3 minus y cube by 3 plus a into x plus y plus c. So this is the solution. Next, coming to the third example. Here p square plus q square is equal to z into x plus y. Therefore, after simplification, we get p square by z square plus q square by z square is equal to x plus y. I am writing p square by z, this p square by z square as 1 by z into, in place of p, substituting, we write dou z by dou x. That means 1 by z dou z by dou x whole square plus 1 by z dou z by dou y. In place of q, we write dou z by dou y dou z by dou y. Therefore, this becomes 1 by z into dou z by dou x whole square plus 1 by z into dou z by dou y whole square. Therefore, again, further simplification, this one. In place of dou, we simplify that step as dou z by dou z by dou x whole square plus dou z by z by dou y whole square is equal to x plus y. In place of dou z by dou z, we write dou capital Z. In place of, remember this point, dou z by, in place of dou z by z, we write dou capital Z. Therefore, this equation transforms into the form dou capital Z by dou x whole square plus dou capital Z by dou y whole square is equal to x plus y. Is equal to x plus y. So that can be written as p square minus x is equal to capital P square is equal to y minus q square is equal to a. Therefore, p square minus x is equal to a. Then p square solve it for p. Therefore, p square is equal to a plus x. Therefore, p is equal to square root of a plus x. And here also y minus q square is equal to a and q square is equal to a minus y and q is equal to square root of y minus a. Substituting these values in dz is equal to p into dx plus q into dy. Therefore, dz is equal to square root of this a plus x dx plus square root of y minus a dy. So here also variables are separated. Here also variables are separated. It is easy to integrate. Therefore, integral dz is equal to, I am writing root of a plus x dx as x plus a whole power of 1 by 2 dx plus y minus a whole power of 1 by 2 dy. Therefore, after integrating this, z is equal to x plus c whole power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus y minus a whole power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus c. So this is the z is equal to this one. Therefore, in place of z, we are assuming log z. Z is equal to log z, log small z. Therefore, log z is equal to, this is the solution. So in the same way, equation 4 also solved. This is equation 4. So that is all about non-linear equations of 4 types: type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Next our topic is linear partial differential equations with constant coefficients of second order. In this type, so this is of the form a naught d power of n plus a1 d power of n minus 1 d dash plus and so on an d dash power of n z is equal to f of x comma y. So you have to remember these 2 points. In place of d, d means dou by dou x, d dash means dou by dou y. These are the 2 points you have to remember. Capital D means whenever we see capital D, you must recall capital D as dou by dou x and d dash as dou by dou y. Therefore, this becomes this form f of x comma y, and this becomes f of d comma d dash into z is equal to, on right hand side, some function of x comma y. On right hand side, the function of x comma y. On left hand side, this is f of d, this is a function of d and d dash. That means it contains only d and d dash terms, and on right hand side x and y is there. So here we have some rules for finding complementary function. So the rules are listed below. First, step 1, first we convert this equation in symbolic form. That means we write in place of dou by dou x capital D, and in place of dou by dou y d dash. That means in this equation we substitute dou by dou x as capital D and dou by dou y as d dash. Therefore, this changes into the form, this form, a naught d square plus a1 d dash plus a2 d dash square into z is equal to 0. And the first step and foremost step is in this equation, substitute capital D is equal to m. I am writing here capital D is equal to m and d dash is equal to 1. D dash is equal to 1 and equate to it to 0. Therefore, this equation becomes a naught m square plus a1 m into 1 plus a2 1 square means a2. Therefore, this is a naught m square plus a1 m plus a2 is equal to 0. This we call as auxiliary equation. Solve this auxiliary equation by usual methods. If the roots of the auxiliary equation is real and distinct, here two cases will arise. If the roots of the auxiliary equation is real and different, therefore we write complementary function as like this: Cf is equal to f1 of y plus m1x plus f2 of y plus m2x. And case 2, if roots are real and equal, say m, therefore we write the complementary function as like this: f1 of y plus mx plus, here x is missed, so we write x here, x into f2 of y plus mx. Here I have written in the table like this. First, we consider an example. Dou square z by dou x square plus 4 minus 4 into dou square z by dou x dou y plus 4 into dou square z by dou y square is equal to 0. So in place of dou by dou x, I am writing in place of dou by dou x, we write capital D. In place of dou by dou y, we write d dash, d dash. Therefore, this equation becomes this type: d square minus 4d d dash plus 4 d dash square into z is equal to 0. So here we put d is equal to m, d dash is equal to 1. This equation becomes m square minus 4m plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the auxiliary equation. If we solve this equation, we get roots as 2, 2. Therefore, these roots are real and equal. Therefore, the complementary function is z is equal to f1 of y plus 2x plus x into f2 of y plus 2x. So, this one. f1 of y plus 2x plus x into f2 of y plus 2x. Coming to second example, here also same. In place of d, first we write m. In place of d dash, we write 1. Therefore, this equation becomes m cube minus 4m square plus 3m is equal to 0. If you take m common, therefore m into m square minus 4m plus 3. Therefore, if you solve this equation, we get roots 0, 1, 3. That means roots are 0, 1, 3. Therefore, 3 roots are real and distinct. Therefore, we write z is equal to f1 of y plus 0x plus, here I am writing, the complementary function is f1 of y plus 0x plus f2 of y plus x plus f3 of y plus 3x. Consider another example. 2 into dou square z by dou x square plus 5 into dou square z by dou x dou y plus 2 into dou square z by dou y square. After writing this into symbolic form, the equation is changed into 2 into d square plus 5 d d dash plus 2 into d dash square into z is equal to 0. Therefore, here I am writing in place of d m, in place of d dash 1. This equation becomes 2m square plus 5m plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, if we solve this equation, we get roots as minus 2 comma minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the complementary function is z is equal to f1 of y minus 2x plus f2 of y minus 1 by 2x, because these roots are real and different. Therefore, we write complementary function as f1 of y minus 2x plus f2 of y minus 1 by 2x. This is the complete solution. Okay. Next, coming to the fourth example. Here, the problem is 4r plus 12s plus 90 is equal to 0. So, in place of r, dou square z by dou x square. In place of s, dou square z by dou x dou y. In place of t, we are writing dou square z by dou y square. Therefore, if you write this in symbolic form, therefore this becomes 4d square plus 12d d dash plus 9d dash square is equal to 0. So here also I am writing in place of d m, in place of d dash 1. If you write in place of d m, d dash is equal to 1, the equation changes into the form 4m square plus 12m plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, if you factorize this equation or solve for m, we get roots m is equal to minus 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. So these two roots are real and different, so real and distinct. Therefore, the complementary function is z is equal to f1 of y minus 3 by 2x plus x into f2 of y minus 3 by 2x. So this is the complete solution. So this is the procedure for solving linear partial differential equations with constant coefficients. So in next video, we learn how to solve a linear partial differential equation whenever on right hand side the some function of x comma y when RHS is of the form e power of ax plus by.